the courtroom bombing incident. A terrible attack launched by the will of a madman. That incident perfectly symbolized the state of the legal world in this dark age of the law. Mr. Wright brought it to a resolution of sorts. Ted Tonate was discovered to be one responsible for the bombing. If only it were that simple. Somehow, I can't help but think that there's a darker influence at work. One that's lurking in the shadows, waiting. That's why I want to review the trial that was taking place when the bombing occurred. After all, I've got more than a few personal stakes in it.
What do you mean we're still not caught up with the first case?
See, there's a reason why I said Ted tonight. He was literally mentioned at the start.
Oh, whoa. Space.
The final frontier.
Yeah, thank you.
1 hour remaining until launch. Please begin your final equipment check.
Check complete. Everything's A-okay. We're ready here whenever you are.
Come in, Act 2. Come in. Do you copy?
Whoa. No, they all took it out. Okay, what is fake NASA? Gyaxa.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
I think they might be dead, John.
Turn you down a smidge. Someone like to go?
December 16, 9:12 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Time for another trial to begin. And I hope that's working. Let me know. Whew. But this one is different. I take a wild guess and assume this is
Rainy.
Is it? Which one? Sorry to bother you, but
Oh,
are you alright, Apollo?
ugh. I was trying to make a scary face just now. Oof. Oh, hi, Juniper. Yes, I'm fine. I was just doing my Course of Steel exercises, yeah. Now I'm all ready to go.
Yes, knowing you, I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Whew.
Oh, I brought you a present from my garden.
Oh. This is a lotus root?
That's right. My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. She even says that if you look through the holes, it can help you see into the future. It's for good luck. Maybe later you can cook it and...
Oh, thanks for this. I'm gonna have some right now.
Oh my!
Oh. Mmm. Kinda tough though.
You can't eat it raw, but thank you for the enthusiastic try.
Oops. If she didn't think we were weird before, she will now. I've gotta calm down.
Apollo, I'm sorry I'm late.
Hi, Zena.
Junie, I didn't know you were coming today. Did you come to cheer Apollo on? Oh, I get it. You sly little thing, you.
Zena, stop!
Quit kid.
Quit kidding around, Athena. This trial's about to start any second, and you almost stole my line. Is everything all set?
Oh, Apollo. When will you ever figure it out?
Figure out what? Wow, that is still the longest sigh I've ever heard.
Oh, this is it. It's all over for me.
He looks like Larry.
They're gonna find me guilty.
He's my cousin.
He sounds like Larry. This is our client, one Mr. Solomon Sol Starbuck. He's a very famous astronaut who happens to be an acquaintance of mine. You wouldn't know it right now, but he's usually a very upbeat and driven person. The scene of the crime this time happened to be the Cosmos Space Center. Back in high school, my best friend and I went there almost a little too much. But that's where we met Mr. Starbuck. We'd ask about space travel, and he'd launch into a story after story with so much passion. Back in those days, the man was 100% my hero.
Are you sure you're okay with being my lawyer, Apollo?
Of course I'm sure. I know you, Mr. Starbuck. I know you're not the type to commit murder.
Thanks, but... Oh... I was supposed to be in space right about now. Oh... Oh...
Jeez. He's so depressed. It almost seems like an act. The launch getting called off must have been a huge shock.
I'll probably never get the chance to go into space again.
Don't say that. Don't stop believing. Besides, you have to go into space again.
Yeah, I don't think I could face Clay in the afterlife if I just rotted away in a cell.
Whoa.
Clay Taryn. I can't believe he was murdered. I mean, he was such a promising astronaut under your command.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Always there to pick me up when I was down. No one loved life as much as him, that's for sure. He was always so full of energy, telling me, "You're fine, Mr. Starbuck." Oh. How could something like this happen to a guy like him, huh?
I've never seen Mr. Starbuck so down. Oh.
Oh. Clay's gone. I'm going to prison. I wish I could burn up like a shooting star right now.
Mr. Starbuck, you'll be fine.
What is it? What's with the yelling?
I said you'll be fine. I'll get to the bottom of this today. You'll see. And in exchange, I want you back into space. I want you to go back into space for you and Clay. Promise? Whew.
Does that mean you have lots of evidence to prove my innocence?
Oh, well, about that, we didn't get to investigate the area as much as we'd liked, thanks to the police.
I'm done for. I'm a goner. Everybody thinks I did it. Thought I was gonna soar like a comet, but I'm just gonna crash like a meteorite.
No! Don't say that, Mr. Starbrook.
Don't count yourself out yet.
I know it's hard to lose a teammate, but you've got to keep going.
And what about you, Apollo?
What about me?
I was just thinking, wasn't Clay your best friend?
We need to focus on the trial right now. Are you all ready to go?
Apollo.
Have you got my stuff? Oh, there he is. It's Big Ol' B. Did you
We
forget
did.
your
Trial
lines,
is about to
Bailiff?
begin.
There we
The
go.
defense would please proceed to the courtroom.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This is it. This is the one trial I can't afford to lose. Now get me my stuff. Wait. For Clay's sake, and our clients, I will find Clay's killer. And my stuff.
Mr. Apollo, your desk.
Oh, thank you for my desk.
December 16th, 9:55 a.m., District Courtroom number 4.
Day one of court is now in session. All rise.
Court is now in session for the trial of Solomon Starbuck.
Oh, wow, Juniper, you got really old suddenly.
I'm so old right now.
That was good. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I should have had a tie around my eye. Damn. Damn, I missed that
forgot.
opportunity.
I forgot this
Just get some
happened.
toilet paper, easy peasy.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Alright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I think.
Excuse me, Mr. Justice. Is that toilet paper on your face?
No, definitely not toilet paper. Yes, Your Honor, it is in fact toilet paper.
What happened to your eye? You have toilet paper on it.
You know,
Is that where you...
really bad toilet incident, Your Honor. I'm fine. The defense
The
is ready, Your
splashback
Honor.
was crazy!
Are you sure? I don't...
I'm fine, Your Honor. The defense is ready.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. He's been like this since yesterday. He keeps insisting it's a sty.
I suppose it's something he doesn't want to discuss.
No. Not really.
Maybe he's entering a touchy age.
It's not a phase!
Very well. And the prosecution?
I'm not talking to him dressed like that.
The prosecution appears to be ready as well.
Silence! Silence! Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet.
Oh!
Jesus, Freddy.
The prosecution is now ready.
Don't break her now. You just started.
Well, it didn't take long this time.
What's up with Black? What's up with Blackwell?
Now then, I shall give the opening statement.
Silence! I'll do it.
You will? What an unexpected surprise.
This time I can't leave it to anyone else.
I see. Something is off with the two of you today. You both seem different somehow. Very well, Prosecutor Backwell. Your opening statement, if you would.
It was just yesterday. The crimes in question occurred at the Cosmos Space Center. Your boldness.
Ah, that famous federal research facility of all things related to astrology, right?
Well, astronomy. It's astronomy. Anyway, a rocket was set to launch from there. But at 9:28 a.m., before they could even move the rocket to the launch site, two explosive devices were detonated and the launch was cancelled.
My word, 2 bombs? How dreadful.
The defendant in today's trial is charged with both the bombing and murder. One Solomon Starbuck. For whatever inane reason, he detonated a bomb on the rocket he himself would be in.
Solomon Starbuck? I recognize that name. Isn't he that famous astronaut?
Correct your boldness. Mr. Starbuck was the pilot of the Hat 1 rocket 7 years ago. As you may recall, Despite some interstellar trouble, his mission was a success. Some say it was a miracle he returned alive. I suppose you could say he's a living legend.
Oh, I remember now. He's become something of an international celebrity, right?
Whoa.
They even turned that incident into a movie and everything. We've got a real space pioneer in court today.
Even heroes tumble from their lofty heights. Returning to the subject at hand.
Ah, yes. The victim was one Mr. Clay Terran, a subordinate of the defendant.
Shut the fuck up. Indeed, a loyal disciple brutally stabbed to death by his mentor.
Stabbed to death, you say? You mean his death wasn't a result of the bombing?
Correct. Despite his lofty dreams, the victim was seen as an interloper by the defendant. And so he was not spent into space, but the universe to which we mortals cannot see.
Clay.
I think I've heard enough. The case seems pretty clear-cut at this point. However, there is one thing I'm curious about. That metal box next to the witness stand.
Oh, yeah.
What purpose does it serve exactly?
Since you ask so nicely, it's your coffin.
Oh my god.
Oh! Have mercy on me!
I jest. It's evidence. Due to its immense size, we've little choice but to lay it where it rests now. We shall get to the contents of the box in due time.
Phew. I think I just lost 50 years of my life.
Does he even have 50 years left?
Wow. Inner monologue, Athena. Inner monologue.
Enough jabbering.
Oh god.
Bobby Fulbright's the name. In justice we trust.
What?
Ah, Detective Fulbright. Very well then. Please explain the details of this incident to the court if you would.
On it! First, take a look at this pamphlet from the Cosmos Space Center. In it, you'll find a diagram outlining the overall layout of the Space Center. Ah, here we are. For a more detailed look at what's on the left side of this building, take a look at this cross-section that we, the police, have created. See the launch pad in the main building?
Your boldness.
Sorry, I am very old. The launch pad is the square building, and the rounded structure is the main building, right?
You got it! The incidents took place in Launchpad 1 and in the main building's lounge. I'll be using this diagram during my testimony. It'll make it easier to understand.
Space Center diagram added to the court's record. A cross-section view of the... Okay.
So
This testimony details of the case. You really should have let them speak, Fulbright.
A cross-section view of the main building of the Space Center Launchpad 1. Thank you.
Just before the rocket was set to launch, 2 bombs went off. Boom! Boom! One on the second floor of the Space Center's main building, and one in Launchpad 1. Thankfully, only the 2 astronauts were in Launchpad 1 at the time. The 2 of them managed to make it back as far as the boarding lounge. But after the escape, one of the 2 was found stabbed to death.
A murder on top of a bombing. Detective, the victim was already dead by the time you arrived at the lounge, correct?
Yup! Thinking he'd sabotage the bombing, the defendant killed him right there in the rocket. Just look at this tragic photo.
Oh my! Is that a knife in the victim's chest?
Yes, Your Honor. It's the knife that cruelly ended this young man's dreams. We couldn't get any prints of it, though, because the defendant was in his spacesuit.
Utility knife added to the court record. The victim's blood was found on its blade, but no fingerprints could be lifted.
By the way, Detective Fulbright, why are the victim's helmet and right glove absent in this photograph?
We had to remove them to identify him, Your Honor. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all.
Yes, it would be very difficult to identify him without a face or fingerprints. Now, there's just one more thing I'd like to inquire about. What is this round thing next to the victim in this photo?
Something so important to the victim, he took it with him as he escaped the launch pad. A capsule that apparently contains asteroid samples. While obviously valuable for research purposes, it has no relation to this case.
I see.
So, we know that the bomb in the main building was on the second floor. Where was that bomb? Where was the bomb that was on the launch pad 1 located?
Ha! That was on the rocket itself. It was situated around the central part of the rocket. Apparently, the area around the launch pad's elevator was a sea of flames. I would like to submit this diagram report into the record.
Bombing report added to the court record. The explosion sparked a fire on the second floor of the main building and the middle level of the launch pad near the elevator.
The trial's just started and we're already in a bind.
You get used to it. Besides, that's what cross-examination is for, right? What the 2 astronauts were doing during that bombing, that's the key. Cross-examination. Details of the case. Okay. Just before the rocket was set to burn, 2 bombs went off. I think this is a case of let's press everything for more information from Fulbright.
Hold it!
Hold it! How powerful were the explosions?
Well, the one in the main building wasn't strong enough to bring the place down. But the room it went off in was burned black. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Due in large part, of course, to me stepping up to lead the evacuation.
Wait, what were you doing in there in the first place, Detective Fulbright?
Ha 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 ha! I'm Bobby Fulbright, hero of justice! I'll be there wherever and whenever people need my help. I'd go to the other side of the world or even the edge of the universe.
I'm not sure he knows how far that actually is. But I guess I'll leave that one alone.
Admirable decision, Justice Donor.
Huh? What'd he decide?
Anyway, could you describe what it was like at the Space Center at that time?
The bomb cut the power to the central bank of elevators and the third floor lounge.
Got power to central bank of elevators and third floor lounge.
It was pitch black in there, I tell you. However, the security cameras and whatnot were running on emergency backup.
And how did the evacuation go?
I immediately and heroically whisked people down to the Space Center's basement shelter.
The basement shelter?
Yes, there's an emergency shelter beneath the Space Center.
An emergency shelter, huh? Oh, here it is. It's at the bottom of the diagram.
Ah, B1.
The Space Center is pretty impressive. It has its own shelter.
Evacuation report added to the court record. The bombs went off despite tight security. Police officers and riot police who had been standing by gave the evacuation instructions.
The power outage and the evacuation seem unrelated to the murder at this point. I guess I'll leave that aside for now. So, there were 2 explosions in total, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, loads of information there. One on the second floor on the Space Center's main building, and 1 in Launchpad 1. Hold it! Let me get this straight. Mr. Starbuck rigged a rocket he was going to board with explosives.
Huh? What are you talking about?
If the defendant really wanted to plant the bomb on his own rocket, he would have got caught in the explosion as well.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Fine. A simpleton for a simpleton. Fulbright the motive.
Understood. The defendant actually had astrophobia.
What the fuck? Astrophobia. What's that? I dread to ask.
A fear of space, naturally, you silly Billy. Just the thought of space can cause the afflicted to freeze up.
What?
And so, in his terror, the defendant found a way to stop the launch at the last minute.
That's absurd!
Unfortunately for you, we have evidence. Take a look at these.
What are they?
These anti-anxiety tablets were found among the defendant's possessions. Apparently, he was taking them in secret to quell his fears.
Oh my god.
There were a multitude of problems with the rocket Mr. Starbuck rode in 7 years ago. Rumor has it threatened to crash a number of times as well. That was, of course, very traumatic for Mr. Starbuck.
Objection!
Objection! But that doesn't mean he goes so far as to blow up his own ship.
Silence!
Silence! The defendant couldn't bear to mar his good name now, could he? No, not after the media had branded him Sole Starbuck Space Pioneer Extraordinaire. Given these conditions, the defendant could hardly run away from like some base mutt.
What? So that's why you think he resorted to the bombing?
Naturally, he constructed this act of sabotage in an attempt to blow up the Space Center, which would effectively abort the launch, but spare his reputation.
Now, I'm sure you understand why we have to bring justice down on this atrocious criminal.
Thankfully, only the 2 astronauts were on the Launchpad 1 at the time. Hold it! Are you sure it was only 2 of them?
It was just before the spaceship was set to launch, so of course it was only those 2.
Ugh. Well, there could have been somebody else inside that rocket.
Silence!
Silence! The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so.
A fingerprint recognition device. It sounds as futuristic and complex as a space center.
What? Oh my god. Really?
Actually, it's not as amazing as you think, Your Honor. Take a look at this photo.
It's a fingerprint recognition device we use at the court. Fuck.
This is the door in the lounge with the fingerprint lock. Only personnel whose fingerprints are registered can pass through.
I see. That is very different from what I had in mind. And there is a record of the number of people that passed through that door yesterday?
Yes, there were only 3. The defendant, the victim, and the director of the Space Center, Yuri Cosmos.
Then doesn't that mean it's possible that the director is the one who did it?
Not a chance. He was in the main building when the bombs exploded at 9:28. Doing his job directing the launch. Besides having an alibi, he has no motive for committing these senseless acts.
Here's a point. I guess the director can't be considered a suspect then.
Launchpad 1 door lock added to the court record. A biometric door lock operated by fingerprint recognition. Only the defendant, the victim, and the Space Center director had access.
Oh. The 2 of them managed to make it back as far as the boarding lounge. And Until holding! So, while it would appear that a pair barely escaped with their lives, in actuality, one of them had already been murdered inside the rocket. That's the angle the prosecution wants to push, correct?
You got it! In fact, that's what I've been trying to say this whole time. If the victim had been alive, he would have for sure tried to stop the bombing.
Is there any chance Mr. Terran could have been killed before he boarded the rocket?
They were both alive and well at boarding time, and embarked under their own power. Their hearts full of hopes and dreams of space.
And then both of their hopes and dreams were dashed.
If I may continue my explanation! After the evacuation order was given, the defendant made his escape, carrying the victim to make it look like a rescue.
But after they escaped, one of the two was found stabbed to death. Hold it! And who was the first to find the victim?
Actually, there were two of them.
The Space Center Director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Candace Arm.
Ah.
One of them was a detective.
Yup, Detective Arm specializes in bombings, you see. She and the director were ordering the evacuation following the explosions. They were also worried about the astronauts, so they hurried over to the boarding lounge. That's when they discovered the victim along with the defendant.
Two witnesses, huh? And one of them is a detective. I doubt either one would have had anything to say that would help me.
I think that pretty much covers the details of the case. Only the victim and the defendant were on the launch pad when the former was killed. If this is the truth, then only Mr. Starbuck could have carried out this crime.
What little I could get out of him only hurt my case.
Justice, Dono. Foolish is the warrior who rushes headlong into battle. Preparation is an essential element of battle, so I advise you take a gander at this.
What is it?
Footage from a security camera. As the two astronauts emerged from the bowels of Launchpad 1's corridor. The boarding lounge security camera captured their desperate escape. Now, I will direct your attention to what the defendant is shouldering, which you can see is none other than the lifeless body of the victim.
What?
Order! Order, I say! This lines up exactly with what the prosecution has been asserting.
I should have known Blackwell would have had something like this ready.
Security camera video added to the court record. Video showing the defendant and victim's escape from the corridor to the boarding lounge.
Apollo. How exactly did they determine that Clay was already gone in the footage?
I see what you mean. Whether Clay was still alive at that point is pretty crucial. Your Honor, please take another look at the footage. Isn't it possible that Mr. Turan was still alive here and that Mr. Starbuck was helping him?
Why, I believe you're right. One man carrying the other to safety. What a beautiful expression of friendship.
Silenced! Perhaps that's what it looks like to a one-eyed hothead and a dotard. But it only makes sense if it's the victim's dead body.
What do you mean?
Fulbright, explain it to Justice Dono.
You got it! Ready, kid? If the murder had occurred in the lounge, someone could have spotted it. Anyone can enter the lounge, after all. But doing it while they were alone in the spaceship? That's a horse of a different color, like green!
Objection!
Objection! But you can't deny that there's never a green horse. I mean, deny that there's a possibility that the murder could have happened in the lounge. All that video shows is a man helping his fellow astronaut out.
Silence.
Silence. Your assertion is based on emotion. It's based on your belief that Mr. Starbuck would surely help his own disciple. But you have no logical explanation as to why the victim could still be alive.
Unfortunately, Mr. Justice, the prosecution is right. Your argument is lacking in sound logic.
But it sounded perfectly logical to me. Huh.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further objections, I believe it's time to bring this cross-examination to a close.
Objections? Well, Huh?
Hold it. Your Honor, the defense requests a little time to think and regroup.
Given the facts, I'm not sure I see the need.
What is it, Athena?
It's just, there's something that's been bothering me.
If it isn't the defense stalling for time, as always. Very well. I'm feeling generous. You may have a small measure of time.
Yes.
You have 5 seconds.
5 seconds?
After that, I declare this cross-examination to be closed and a verdict to be rendered. Your boldness, raise your gavel high. It's time for a countdown.
Oh my god.
Oh! Oh!
Ready?
Oh my god! We don't have time!
have time.
Spit it out, Athena!
4,
Jinx!
3, only 3 more seconds!
Oh!
2,
Fuck!
1.
Look! I don't
1
think
and
the
a half.
prosecution's explanation is very complete.
Meaning?
1 3/4.
Meaning there's something missing, like they're conveniently left it unexplained.
That's something they didn't explain? There's something they didn't explain.
1 and 5
Oh!
fifths.
No, you're right! I think I know what you're talking about!
Pretty sure it took
Boom!
longer than 5
Your
seconds.
5 seconds are up, Mr. Justice. Is there anything about the prosecution's argument that you'd like to rebut?
Ah, yes, Your Honor! Actually, there is! There is something the prosecution has yet to make clear to this court.
Well, if you put it that way. What is it that the prosecution has failed to explain?
Did you pay attention?
No!
Which of the two was not explained?
Wait. We didn't... He said he had a motive, but did he actually say it?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
What?
he did.
It was anxiety.
Yeah, that's why I went straight to the bodies. Oh, I'm double guessing myself. It's this one. They have failed to explain why Mr. Starbuck would be bothering bringing the body back at all. If the defendant really wanted to kill the victim, why wouldn't he just leave his body in the rocket? Why go through all the trouble to bring him all the way back to the boarding lounge?
Oh, that's true. I don't think we've heard the prosecution's thoughts on that yet.
Yeah, that's because they have none, Your Honor. After all, how does one explain something so illogical? The prosecution is claiming that the defendant moved the victim's dead body. But if the entire premise of that argument is wrong...
Then let's hear your theory, Mr. Justice.
Yes. The defense proposes that the victim didn't kill the victim and that he was helping him.
The victim didn't kill the victim.
Wrong.
Ow!
Grammar mistake, fool. Fulbright. Explain it for our sad friend here before I nod off to his monotone monologue. Inform him exactly why Spaceboy moved the victim.
Huh? They gotta be joking!
It's simple! Mr. Starbuck did what he did to direct suspicion away from himself. He wanted to create the impression he heroically risked his life to save his partner. That's why he made sure to make it to the security camera so there'd be a record.
At the very least, he appears to have achieved success with you and the old man.
Ah!
Oh, hold on. One man carrying the other to safety. What a beautiful expression of friendship.
The average person wearing a spacesuit weighs easily over 200 pounds. Saving the life of a partner who weighs as much while trying to escape deadly flames. What a dramatic sob-story fit for the silver screen.
Indeed, I was completely taken in by the humanity of the story.
You see? Yet the true ending is that all traces of his hammy act were meant to be blown up. Yes. And now we arrive at the thrilling conclusion. The third explosion.
What?
Objection! What are you talking about? There's no third explosion.
Silence!
Silence.
Indeed. You are correct. But that's thanks to Detective Arm. It was she who identified and secured the bomb. However, it doesn't change the fact the third bomb was discovered in the lounge. That steel coffin beside the witness stand, that would be a bomb transport case. We used that to transport the deactivated bomb here. It was found in the lounge. A bomb in the form of a most distasteful toy.
What?
On the second floor of the main building, one of the launch pad and one in the lounge. The defendant planned to set off 3 fireworks displays. Fortunately, the third was discovered before it could be detonated, for if it had not, the victim's body and other vital evidence would surely have been immolated.
Objection!
Objection! Ah!
Before you utter a word, know that the evidence supports me.
Looks like it's like he's reading my mind.
As it is still going forensic evidence investigation, I do not have the evidence on hand. However, know that a peculiar item was found in one of Mr. Starbuck's pockets. Specifically, a bomb detonation switch.
Oh! It's back! Remember this? You
I
found
suspect the defendant.
What?
Oh, Jesus. I suspect the defendant had no time to destroy such damning evidence. When the Space Center director and Detective Arm stumbled across the murder, so he thought to hide it in his pocket, feeble-brained as he is.
No! Mr. Starbuck would never do anything like that. Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh!
Justice Dono, open your eyes and see the truth.
Ow!
This appears to be an irrefutable evidence that the accused set off the explosions.
No! There has to be some kind of mistake. This can't be the truth.
Still can't accept it. You'll believe in your client come what may, will you? Then why don't you cross-examine the defendant himself?
This has got to be a trap.
It's like Blackwell's controlling the entire game.
Yeah. And it seems like he was waiting for me to bring up that body moving issue.
Why would you say that?
Because he had just the right argument when I pointed it out. And to really rub it in, he had the divisive piece of evidence up his sleeve too. He was trying to shake my faith in Mr. Starbuck and bring me down.
Then making you cross-examine Mr. Starbuck at this point was part of his plan too? Totally underhanded, but I wouldn't expect anything less from him.
Now, let us hear from that arch-villain, the fiendish murderer himself. Famed astronaut Solomon Starbuck.